This video, I'm going to go over the certain areas that you can add into any of your workflows. So to find your workflows again, you go to Automation, Workflows up here. You can create a workflow, which I'm going to do, and so I can show you kind of the steps. So we're going to do a start from scratch. Remember, to add a step, you just click the little plus. So now these are all the actions that you get to pick if you want to use. It's a lot of actions, and to be honest with you, I maybe use 20% of them. The rest of them are just, I don't know, not for what my industry is, and I'm in real estate. So here we go. The first one's create contact. All that does is create a contact in your CRM. This finds a contact, kind of speaks for itself. Update contact field. So this is saying if somebody signs up and you update a contact field, maybe they added a birthday, maybe they changed their last name, this will update it. Adding a tag, remove a tag. Tags are important to help with filtering. Assign to a user, so if you have an account that has multiple users, this you can assign it to a specific user. Then you can remove. Edit conversation. Don't know what that is. Let's click on it. Oh, so you can make it a. You'll never. I don't say never, but you'll never really use that one. So let's. Enable, disable, do not contact. So if you're doing cold calling or cold mass emails, this is something to kind of have there. Add to notes. So this will put notes in the actual client in your CRM. Add a task. This is for something that you should have to do. Copy the contact. Makes sense. Or you can delete a contact. Next, this is the communication part. This is where a lot of it happens. Send an email, send a text. If you use Slack, you can connect Slack to this. Call. This is when you get notified to call the person. You actually will get a call to you and with the information that you're supposed to talk to the person. Voicemail. You can do a voicemail drop. So if you have a pre-recorded voicemail, it'll drop a voicemail into your client's inbox. Facebook Messenger, if that's connected. Instagram DM. This is a manual, so this is more of a reminder. It'll tell you to, hey lead, hey person, make sure you send text to this person. Same thing. Don't forget to call this person. Google My Business, that's also connected with this system. Send internal notification. This is very important because whenever I get a new lead, I have this set up. So I get notified that somebody registered, somebody signed up, somebody got a lead. This is what internal notification is, and it just looks like you can set it up as an email, just a notification, or a text. So what I normally do is I have an email that gets sent to me, and also I have a text. So that'd be 2 notifications. Send review request. So that's like an automated, let's say you have people setting up an appointment. Let's say you run a chiropractic clinic or whatever, or maybe it's in your pipeline. So when you close a deal, this automatically sends them a review request. Conversation AI, this is in beta right now, so it doesn't really work that well, so I'm gonna skip over that. If you use WhatsApp, there you go, or you can do a live chat message. That is on your website with a little chat widget if you have that. Now, some of these things I am not that familiar with because, again, I'm in real estate and I built this system out for real estate, but also for mostly small businesses. So you can send your data if you have a webhook. Not too familiar with webhooks, but you can also send it over to Google Sheets. So you could connect Google Sheets to this. So if you're running client lists and stuff like that, you can put them in there. The internal tools. These are the things that don't go out to the public. These are the things for you and the system. The if else, that splits it up. So for example, if somebody is requesting an appointment, and then you can say, yes, if they sign up, then go here. So it just causes a split in the tree. I use that for when I send out email invitations, and mine says, did they open it? Yes or no. It's pretty easy to use. Wait, I talked about in a separate video, but that's just if you want to wait a certain amount of time between minutes, days, hours between the next communication, you can do that. Goal event, no idea what that is. Split, no idea. Update custom value, it's very similar to update contact information. Go to. If you do a workflow that has like a cycle, for example, that's what the go to does. You can go from one area to the top. Pretty slick. Date time formatter, which formats date and time, numbers. You can actually do math operations. Again, I'm in real estate, don't do this at all, but this is something if you're more financial or have running payments, you can do math operations. Set event start. This is for if you have an event, specific an event start date or a holiday start date. If you're in certain plans under my free up system, you'll get a holiday workflow and you'll see what the start dates are. Like for example, Christmas is December 25th. There you go. Add to workflow, so you can add them to another workflow if you want to, or you can remove them from another workflow, or you can remove them from the current workflow, or if you want to remove them from all workflows. Array functions, not that familiar with. The drip is in beta right now, so I'm not going to talk much about it because the beta ones, sometimes they leave, sometimes they stay. So when it's beta, I don't want to connect that much. This also syncs with ChatGPT. So if you use the paid version of ChatGPT, there's ways to do this. And again, too, there's a cost to that. Anything with the little crown, there's an additional cost out of your pocket because these are third-party connections, nothing affiliated with FreeUp. Eliza, I don't use Eliza, so I don't know. For appointments, you can update appointment status for like booked, confirmed, met, canceled, no-showed, whatever. You can generate a one-time booking link. So maybe you're having a special event. Say, hey, book here. Opportunities. This is where in your pipelines. So if they sign up at a certain area, you can drop them in a pipeline as new lead, closed lead, pending, whatever you want. Remove opportunity. That's it. Payments. I don't do payments, but this is if you're running a business that takes payments. You can do a charge. You can send an invoice. You can send proposals. All part of your workflow. And again, how to add them. You just do this. From user, I want to find one that I can actually. So when you add something, I never showed you that, but you hit there. There you go. Then it adds it. And if you want to move it around, you just hit the move button, move action, and you can move it wherever you want to. All right, let's go back. Sorry, I kind of deterred there. Payments, marketing. If you do a lot of Facebook ads, Google AdWords, you can connect that as well. I do not do any of that just because I'm more organic grown, but here we go. You can do that. Just a reminder, FreeUp does have an affiliate program. What an affiliate is that you get paid when you get someone to sign up for the unlimited or entrepreneur plan. You must also be on at least the entrepreneur plan to be allowed to be an affiliate. So nobody in the starter plan can be an affiliate. Sorry. Courses. This is great if you do online courses. You can charge online courses. You can get them for free. I have a geo farming course that I have on there that people can sign up if they want to pay for it. Great. I also offer it free to certain people. IVR, as you can tell, this isn't beta, so I'm not going to talk about that. And then communities. This is very similar to like WhatsApp or Slack. If you can actually create a community within your organization, and that way you can add people access to the lead or to the group and vice versa. So I know that's a lot. All right. What I would recommend when your workflow is just go through and tinker with it, play around, see a workflow that's already been built for you, and then that'll help you understand. The best way to get good at workflows, if you choose to do so, is do it. Because that is, just get your hands on. You can't wreck it. If you're just going to play around and mess with one, I highly recommend just doing a blank one. Don't do any of the workflows that were given to you because then that might screw up the system that was given to you. And lastly, again, make sure you hit save and then publish the workflow. But also under settings, I'm going to just touch base briefly. Allow reentry. So this is like if it's an ongoing workflow, let's say it's a birthday workflow and maybe the lead leaves your business and comes back in a couple of years. Well, you'd want them to allow reentry. That's what that is. Stop on response. If somebody responds to that workflow at any point, gives you a text, email, whatever, that workflow is stopped with that person. I typically just keep that off and I keep that on. And then just the basics, time zone, enrollment history. This will show you who's signed up under that workflow, which is really cool because then you can tell who's been in it, who's going, the status. Then execution logs, very similar to what time people sign up and what's happening. but I do a lot of enrollment history to see who's signed up for an event, which is pretty awesome. So there you go. That's how to build a workflow. And like I said, play around with it. And if you don't know how to do it, Google building workflows in Go High Level. Because remember, Go High Level is the foundation of my system, and I just built on top of it. So YouTube, Go High Level workflows, and I'll give you a ton of ways to build out workflows.